back
Magus.
on. Settings.
I feel like this whole set piece is from
What
Chrono Trigger,
device
actually.
is gonna be this?
I feel like I
What
recognize a lot of
device
this
is
stuff
gonna
from
be
the
this?
courtroom scene in that game. Yeah.
Oh wait.
One of the reasons why I see Chrono Trigger as awesome, it gave me an opportunity to debate.
Yeah, to be completely honest, I've heard so many amazing things about Chrono, but I've never played it.
I'm pretty sure I put it on your computer and with ZSNES.
Yeah.
I love ZSNES.
Yeah, it's a good emulator.
Alright, who do we have? Ooh, we have very nearly everybody online right now. Who are we missing? Morgan.
Gimbal. Can you guys hear me chewing my oranges?
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay, good.
Green looks is our new interface, new icon.
Ah.
And I see Chocobot on the screen.
Hey, I'm getting some audio clipping from some people. Is that just me?
Can you hear me okay?
You're clipping a little bit, but I think that might be my connection to the internet or something.
Well, it might be me because I was just telling them I'm using a cheap little $8 Bluetooth adapter for my computer and my new Galaxy headset.
Hmm.
So I can always switch if it continues.
Okay.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you great.
Yep, can hear you fine.
Mikhail. No, making dinner or something.
Yeah, he just said he was going to go heat up some food.
Okay. I'm waiting on him to get back. Let's have everybody else is already in roll 20. Man, you guys are on your game. I don't think I will need OBS. I'll save the system resources as long as Mikhail is able to record. There's that. There's that. Okay. I've already taken all of my notes. Gonna get in some early game punching. Here's something I can do to get ready. Alright. Don't want to pre-game question because I want to just jump into it as soon as we can. I want to wait on Mikhail to do that. Mikhail.
Alright, hey y'all, back. Just warming up my food
Hey.
now.
No problem. Are you recording?
Yes, I am.
Awesome. Then I'm going to just jump right into it. Everybody is on roll 20. You should be looking at a new version of the same map that we had last time.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone sees that. Everyone is all good.
Yep.
Roger.
All right. So, I'm retconning one little thing to start off. As you guys are entering, so you guys are in the hallway. You just finished your fight. Sabek killed the lady. You guys had your snack break. And you are getting ready to knock in the door. There is a sign, like a big vellum kind of notice that has been pinned to the door with big heavy nails, and Harshnag is able to translate for you, although he has to do so kind of like haltingly, and he has to kind of like read it a little bit, like kind of mouthing along to it in his head, because Harshnag is barely literate. And the sign reads, "Let the carnage beyond bear witness to those who would challenge the throne. Signed, Hecaton, Sovereign of Maelstrom, Lord of all Jotun." It does not appear to be new. It appears to be a very old sign. So, with that information, you guys finish your break. Harshnag bangs open door for you, and you enter this room. So I'm giving Lunara a 90-foot aura, and everyone else's vision is probably going to fit within that for the time being, but we can adjust as needed. So you guys all currently have dark vision given to you by Vanitas. You enter this hall. As last time, there's a huge statue in the middle of the hall. 6 smaller statues flanking it. Some new additions that were not in the room as of last game is there are what appear to be bleachers, although not really like cheap high school bleachers, more like
Coliseum style.
Yeah, like nice high-end bleachers, arrayed along the east and west walls with a little bit of a barrier between them and you. And I have one other thing I want to change. This is actually a retcon from a bit further ago, but a while ago you guys faced a hill giant for the first time, and she was kind of just like a big, fat, like ogre kind of lady. As I've been getting more into prepping the future of this campaign and more into like the personalities and abilities of the different types of giants, I've decided that I don't like the idea of hill giants as just big ogres when you've got like frost giants and fire giants and all these other like great elemental things, and then hill giants are just fat people.
Yeah.
So I'm retconning that. Hill giants are basically going to be nature giants. So their skin is kind of the texture of like mud or like healthy soil, and their hair is like thick green grass, and they've got lots of body hair with thick grass growing all over them. Otherwise, still dumb, still very like food motivated, all that stuff. All right, so I've done that. You guys are entering the hall. You, the players, have a little forewarning that something bad might happen if you go to the end of the hall, and that is going to be narratively expressed by Gimbal's shield, who gives him warnings about bad things that might happen. Gimbal's shield is muttering about a big danger in this room, and his muttering gets louder, and his warnings get more defined as you get closer to the front of the room. How do you guys want to proceed?
Holgar would like a description of this big statue.
All right. The big statue. I'm working with limited sprite resources that I had available. So the big difference between this statue that you see on the screen and the one in reality is that it has a hood up over its face. It's not holding a scythe. It has its arms spread out in front of it. And if you look closer, it doesn't have defined facial features. It has just kind of like a rough approximation of like the shape of a face, but no like defined eyes or nose details or anything like that. All of the other statues are very exquisitely detailed, and they're in the form of the 6 types of giants. You've got hill giant. I'm going to go around the rest of the order in a second, but the thing that I needed to note is that each of the types of giants is a marble statue, but it's carrying a like non-marble weapon. So, for example, the hill giants are carrying a huge club made of bone, like maybe a dragon bone or mammoth bone or something. This is Stone Giant, and he has what appears to be like a ball and chain, except instead of a ball, it's a boulder. We've got Frost Giant here, and his weapon is conspicuously missing. Like he's holding his arms as if he should have a weapon in there, but there's no weapon. Then we've got Fire Giants with a wrought iron greatsword. We have Cloud Giants with a mithril staff spear device. And we have Storm Giants with an adamantium trident. So, how do you guys want to proceed? Do you want me to give you more details about... if you guys follow Gimble's Shield's advice and don't actually, like, approach the end of the hall, you won't be able to make out the door at the end. However, there is an arch on the north side of the wall with these 6 like runic slots around it, and the archway, I forgot to mention this is an important detail, is emitting this softly glowing white fog. So that actually does illuminate the like northern part of the wall.
What are the bodies like right near the edges of my vision, near those hallways?
Oh, yes. Those are giants that one second. Say I will take.
Those are dead squires from Final Fantasy Tactics.
Yes, they are.
How do you know that? Just cheese.
Goat cheese. Thank you very much.
I played those games a lot.
Yes. So that is your illumination on the end of the room. Those are they appear to be giant corpses. Is Lunara going to approach one?
Yeah, I want to run their pockets.
Okay.
I want to join. That sounds fun.
All of the other people have
Run their
60
pockets.
feet of illumination around them, so as long as you guys don't try to look at something that's more than 60 feet away, I'll just assume that you have visibility on it. Lunara, you approach. It is, in fact, a giant corpse. It is wearing... it's wearing armor, but the armor has kind of, like, rusted and faded with age, so it's basically worthless.
Can I check the one on the other side of the room next?
Okay. And the giant does not seem to have anything of note on its person. Or, like, it has stuff, but the stuff is all, like, rusted away or not valuable.
Gotcha.
Certainly not worth the carrying capacity to haul it around. There it is. That's what I was looking for. I'm going to increase that chance, but we'll get to that in a bit. So you wanted to go check the one on the other side of the room?
Yes.
It is... Oh, Benitez is checking that one?
Yep.
Mhm.
All right. It is another Jotun corpse. This one has a what appears to be a giant's throwing axe embedded in its skull cap. And likewise, all of its equipment is degraded. And searching through its kind of like massively sized body, you find that he has a purse tied to his belt. And rummaging through it, you find that it is full of Jotun coins. So I will give you... You find Jotun purse times 1. At the end of the level, I'm going to take all of the treasure that you guys have found and kind of calibrate how much it's all worth then, because otherwise you guys are going to get somewhere between like an abysmal like amount of money or just way too much money. So just gonna adjust it at the end of the level based on what you find.
That's fair.
So what do you guys want to... Oh, here. Since you guys are both standing next to the doors, I'll reveal a little bit more. Vanitas, you can see into the next room a little bit, and it appears to be a stairwell. Oh, by the way, each of these rooms have lanterns all around them, but the lanterns are all extinguished. And also the rooms are all covered in a thick frost. Lunara, you can see into the room beyond, and you can't make out too many details with... Oh, actually, you've got 90 feet of visibility. You can make out most of the room beyond. You would have to switch to the next map in order for you to see it, but it appears to be a Jotun dining hall. So it's got 6 giant tables in there.
Oh, how big is that throwing axe?
3 times the height, width, and length of a normal throwing axe. So, let's say 3 feet in each dimension. Or, sorry, 3 feet long, and, like, it's got an appropriately, like, 3 times too big handle and stuff like that.
Because I was just thinking, I haven't fed the bag.
Oh, yeah. Fuck
in,
yeah.
like, forever.
Yeah, feed that bag. He would love it.
So, you can have that big old axe.
So are there torches around the room? They're just not lit?
They're not lit. They're also, 1 second. Oy vey. Yeah, they're not lit. They also, well, yes, they're not torches. They are lanterns. Does Hogard want to go inspect one?
I'm going to ask the rest of the group what they think. Is that I would like to do that and light one up if I can. Is that okay? Harshnag will kind of give you a hand and help you up there so you can investigate it. It actually doesn't appear to have like a wick inside that you can light. Instead, it has like a crystal inside that is attached by some kind of like metal tube to something further in the wall, and it is all done. So maybe if you knew magic, there might be something you could do to light it, but for now, it's not much you can do. I'm going to search for a switch.
Okay. Now, you're sticking to the... you're avoiding that sort of central northern part of the room, since Gimble's shield gave you a warning about it?
Well, Harshnag took me over to investigate that lamp, so I'm in that area looking for some activation, some way to activate these.
Oh, that's fantastic. Thank you, Lindsay. Roll an investigation for me. Other people,
think about things you want to do while I'm clearing that up.
Are these gates? What are these gates? Or not gates, but oh no, I'm guessing those are just the fronts from the bleachers. Okay.
Yeah. They're like a barricade. So it's not a wall really to keep you back. It's more like it's closer to like when you would go to a museum and they would have those little felt rope things hung up.
Velvet rope.
Yeah, it just means like you stay on this side kind of thing.
No, yeah, I got you. My vocabulary went out the window for a second.
You're fine.
So
Hogard, you look around and you don't find any switches or anything that could seem to light it.
Could I aid Hogard in
Sure.
the role? Because I kind of would like to know how the mechanism works.
Roll your own investigation.
just don't light too many of them. I thrive in the darkness.
You also can't find anything that seems to light it.
Darn.
Harshnag is going to say that this seems to be an old temple, but assuming that it follows the same kind of technology that is used in Jotun temples today, there's probably a central rune stone somewhere in the facility that activates and powers all of each like kind of device. So he says, for example, on like Zephyros's flying castle, he has a simple flame rune that activates all of the torches in his or all of the lighting in his facility, and you can just like switch it on and off by removing and putting back in the runestone. He assumes that the same technology is being used here. So you would have to find a runestone and then find the port that you insert the runestone into to turn on all of the devices on the circuit.
I'm going to ask Harshnag if he'd take me up to that lamp again, and I would like to try and dismantle that lamp and take it with me.
Oh my god. It's a Jotun scaled lamp, but how about this?
How big is it? Maybe it's just way too big.
Well, it's only 3 times the size of a normal lantern in each dimension. So a normal lantern, I think, is like 6 to 8 inches wide, probably. So maybe
So
like
I'd be
2 feet
dragging
or
this
something
thing
like that.
around.
You could.
Basically, a trash can full of fire is what you'd be dragging around.
Yeah, never
Harshnag
mind.
will say.
Never mind.
Harshnag will say like, "Hey, you want me to take that off the wall?" And he just kind of grabs it and like puts his hand bracing on the wall next to it. He says, "I can take that off the wall."
I don't know if I want to carry it around for the whole adventure, so no, I'll pass.
All right, he lets it down. He says, "Okay, I'm just saying, if you want me to break something, I can break something. I'm
I
real
appreciate
strong."
that, Harshnag. Thank you.
Much appreciated. Hey, while you guys, actually, with a 5 and an 8, you don't find anything. Okay, what do you guys want to do?
Gimbal wants to go exploring over here to the left.
I didn't. Okay, this is going to be interesting because I was planning to do a thing that introduces a puzzle that is then carried out throughout the rest of the dungeon. But it's dependent on you guys doing the Jotun fight, which you don't have to do. So I think you guys are just going to be feeling your way around this dungeon blind, which will be equally fun.
So first off, did we ever check back here?
Back where?
Way back here behind where the chocobos were.
You guys had a long break, so I will go ahead and give this to you. Give me a second, because I have to change one thing. There we go. So the only thing you find in here that is worth note is that there are two. In each of the alcoves, there's a device kind of like built into the wall that it's like a big box. It clearly does something, but the only interface it has is that this one has a slot that something could be inserted into, and carved into the back of the slot is a rune, which anybody who knows Jotun speak would be able to identify this rune as Stein, which means stone. This room has the exact same device, except the rune in this device is the Haug rune, which Harshnag would actually like to talk to you guys about this when 15 minutes or whatever ago when you guys find it. He mentions that Haug is the rune associated with the race that you guys call hill giants, although the word Haug in Jotun does not mean hill, it means life, but not really in the way of life of like a human being is alive. It's more like life in like biological prosperity. So like nature kind of. So yes, so you've got essentially something here that means like life or nature, and something here that means stone, and they're both slots in the device. That is what you find.
Okay.
Gimbal wanted to investigate further down here. There is there is a hallway beyond, and I'm not going to reveal any more of that hallway unless either the party decides to go with you or you decide to split from the party.
Guys, come on! There's some like stairways and hallways and lanterns and tables.
Man,
It looks okay. The shield. What is the shield?
What another big room.
are there any buttons on that door? This one over here?
Do you want to approach that door?
Don't touch that door!
Vanitas is really intrigued by that door.
That door.
Well, everybody's been
no.
investigating stuff. Sabek has been standing by this statue that I just moved my character over towards, and just like kind of bashing at the foot of it with the end of his sword.
Okay,
Just
it's
to see
a
things happen.
solid marble, so it's not going anywhere.
He's still just doing it. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Vanitas, when you guys first entered this room, Gimbal's shield gave you a warning that was basically translated to like something bad is going to happen if you approach that door. Harshnag is pretty sure that is the door that leads to the Eye of the Allfather, which is where you guys are trying to get. But he's totally content holding off on getting to that until you have a better feel for the rest of the temple, if that's what you guys want to do. But Vanitas, just so you know, you can approach it. If you approach it, indication is that it will set off some kind of trap.
Is there anything shiny on that door?
Lots of shiny. Yeah, there's glowing mist coming out of it, and there are okay, so it's got glowing mist, so that would illuminate it enough for you to see. It's got 6 of these slots that you could like insert something into, and on them are 6 different runes. 2 of these slots are empty. 4 of the slots have a stone inserted into them with a glowing emblem of that rune on the stone, and they're glowing in different colors associated with their different elements.
Like, because you know how birds have a thing for shiny things?
I do know that thing.
I feel like that might translate to an Aarakocra.
Okay.
And I kind of want to start playing Vanitas that way.
Okay, do you want to go set off this trap while half of your party is all scattered about?
Gimbal's trying to shake Vanitas right now. Vanitas, I swear to God, Don't go near the door. I know it's shiny. He's like really holding him back right now.
Man. I'll wait.
Harshnag is going to say, hey, you know what? I really want a chance to check out that door because I'm pretty sure that's where we need to go. If you want, I can be the one who walks up to it, and if a trap goes off, it'll, like, hit me or whatever. I'm big and sturdy, unlike you, small, squishy folk.
Hogard would like to go with Hagsnarg.
So
Harshnag.
when
It's an
all
easy
of
word.
this
It's
is
literally
so
a very
Harshnag.
harsh nag.
All right,
It-
Harshnag.
while
I'll
all of
work
this is
on
going
it.
down. Continue. Sorry.
Hogard wants to investigate those stones in the slot, so
Okay,
Okay.
so
I
this
want
while
is
to
all
really
of this
battle.
is going down, Vanitas is. Is it dark in this room?
Yeah, it's pitch black, except for each of you has 60 feet of dark vision, and Lunara has 90 feet.
Vanitas is just gonna like make eye contact with Gimbal for a second, and then disappear, and reappear over here.
Okay. So,
And then like, as fast as he can, like, fly to the door.
okay. So,
Where did he go?
if anybody, alright, so during that time, Harshnag is gonna get himself positioned over here with, Hogard. If anybody is not alright with where their character is currently positioned, let me know.
Can I climb up on a
can
Harshnag
Hogard
real
make
quick,
out
get
the
myself
rooms any
tethered in?
better from that position?
No, you're basically just 60 feet up. It actually means that you can kind of make out sorry, not 60 feet up. You are 20 feet off of the ground, which actually means you can kind of make out a little bit less of the room, because you can only see up to 60 feet away, and if you draw a 60-foot bubble, now, 20 feet of the center of that bubble is 20 feet higher, so that much less of the floor is visible to you.
It's like,
Gimbal sees something coming, so he's gonna climb on these
because like,
things.
I don't think I can really like explain to you how excited I was for this big fight last game we played.
Okay, so Lunara and Hogard are on Harshnag's platform. Sabek is still punching this statue's foot.
I would like to send Nugget over just to chill with Sabak. We can aid him and stuff.
Okay. And Wex, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna chill over with Sebek and Nugget, and myself and Slugma.
Okay, very good. Alright, so, Harshnag is here. Vanitas starts flying and gets about this close when he hears a crack to the south. He actually cannot see what caused the crack, but, 15, 30, 40, 60. Sabek and Wex, at just the corner of your dark vision, you can see where the crack is coming from. It is coming from this statue here, and a second later, the marble on the statue explodes outward, and the creature that was trapped inside of the marble steps forward.
Oh my god.
God, son of a
He
bitch.
is a stone giant wielding a
Oh god.
ball and chain where the ball is a fucking boulder. I'm gonna leave this here so I don't forget about it. And I think he's going to appear, and then he's not going to be able to take his turn right away. But that has happened. Did I not fucking... You son of a bitch. I swear I added character sheets to these guys. Alright. Okay. So, he has stepped forward, and is starting to, like, wind up this big boulder on a stick. Boulder on a chain.
So, real quick,
Yeah.
reacting to this, can I like flip midair and do like a swimmer's turn on the door and start flying back because I heard something?
Sure. Do you want to take the first turn then?
I don't think I'll take the first turn. I think I've got to get closer to see what's going. I don't think I'd be able to react.
I will note that you have done that, but you're gonna have to like actually take your turn in order to do the movement itself.
Oh, okay. So, okay, then I guess I could just go first. And
Okay. Vanitas. So, what's your movement?
right now I'm flying, so I think it is
50, 45, something like that.
It went up because I had to increase it because I didn't realize it increased with my unarmored movement. So it's 65
65
for flying. Yeah.
Fuck. All right. So each of these big red squares is one Jotun space, which is 15 feet by 15 feet. Each of the little red squares is 5 feet by 5 feet. So we can easily say, all right, from here, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 is 60 feet, and 5 would be 65 feet. You could get 2 within reach of the stone giant if you wanted. You could get as far as here.
Could I attack?
But you would have to do a double movement.
Okay.
And I don't know if as a monk you're allowed to do that as long as you spend a key point.
Okay. Then I will do that, and then I will do. I'm just gonna like straight up attack him.
All right.
First thing.
You can't use your bonus action to do a third punch, and if you don't do a third punch, you can't spend a key point to do a fourth. So you're limited to 2 punches.
Okay. Then I'm just gonna do is. I think it's a. I'm trying to remember if Stunning Strike spends a key point. I think it does, right?
It does. But it's actually like you do it after you hit somebody. You just spend a key point to apply Stunning Strike. It's otherwise just a normal punch.
Okay, so then I'm just gonna do 2 and try Stunning Strike.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. Those both hit.
Oh, and is it considered dive attack?
No,
Okay.
because he's actually at eye level with you.
Okay. All right. So damage.
Okay. You do 2 punches, and even though this guy has broken himself out of his marble confines, he clearly has skin, but his skin is like rock-like in its toughness, and you hurt your fists as you punch him. You're not going to take any damage, but you actually only deal 9 points of damage total, not 18.
Okay.
So you like slam your fists into this guy. I think actually the first time you do it, it's like a closed fist, which is what you usually go with. And as you like severely bruise your knuckles, your second one is like a palm strike to protect your knuckles.
Okay.
And yeah, total of 9 damage.
Okay. What do I roll for Stunning Strike again?
Oh yeah. So he does a Constitution save, I think, and I don't know what the DC for that is, but he passed it.
Dang.
All right, who wants to go next?
Holgard would like to tell Lenora that I don't think we want to be on this platform if Harshnag is planning to fight this giant. So I'm going to start climbing down off of just climbing down Harshnag.
Oh, this is an important question. Did you tether yourself when you got on him?
I didn't say that I did, so I don't think so.
Okay, that means you can climb down freely. It also means that if Harshnag had gotten hit, you would have just fallen to the ground. Lunara, are you tethered in?
I am tethered in.
All right. Are you going to stay on?
I'm staying.
All right. So, Hogard,
You're going to have to use your full movement to get down to the ground. What do you want to do from there? You've got, you can do something with your action. You could shoot a crossbow or...
I would like to shoot my double crossbow if I have a shot.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
First one missed. Now do double crossbow.
I don't have initiative?
Advantage? No.
Advantage. Okay.
No, that missed.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Who wants to go next?
Gimbal wants to run over there.
Gimbal, you are the furthest
far away.
possible thing
Yeah.
from me. So you have 45-foot movement per turn?
Yeah, I would like to go Armored Flesh and then enter Rage. But I don't know if I can do it all in one turn, so I'm going to try to get as far as I can, if not.
This is going to require 30 feet of movement, actually, because these bleachers that you're on are difficult terrain.
Yeah.
And then that will be your last 15 feet of movement will get you there.
So I can go 45 and not 90.
Oh, right. Yeah, if you spend a key point to, sprint, then yeah, you can go another 45.
So can I still go into Armored Flesh and
Yeah.
Rage as a bonus action?
No, you can't go into Armored Flesh because that requires a bonus action, which you're
Oh, okay.
going to do. But do you want to dash anyway?
Yes. Put this down here.
Okay. I think that is about where you would get. Okay, who wants to go next? Oh, shit.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I remember you saying that dragon's blood is volatile. What kind of volatility are we talking about here? Are we talking about like a flashbang grenade, an incendiary grenade, like concussive force? Like...
It would be concussive force, and it's mostly dangerous when a lot of it is put together. It's not like every single one of them is a hand grenade. It's like if you get like 20 pounds of it together, then it becomes volatile such that if you like shake it, it might explode like a hand grenade.
How many do
you
you
would
think
lose
you would
all
take?
of your dragon's blood in order to do so.
Oh, okay. Cool. I was like, I have 37. How about 7? But all right, that's fine.
No, your maximum capacity of dragon's blood is the amount of dragon's blood you can carry before it becomes volatile.
Ah, gotcha. Okay. That was just a question. If anybody wants to
Okay.
go.
You're welcome. Harshnag can go next.
Yeah,
Or-
go for it.
I think the stone giant is going to go next.
Okay.
Now, this is a mummified stone giant, by the way, which is, it's not covered in wrapping. It's that its skin, its like cheeks are sunken and, you know, that whole effect. So this guy is going to turn and club Harshnag in the chest with his great club. And he hits, and he is going to do 23 damage. Lunara, I need you to make a dexterity save.
Okay. Oh no.
All right, Lunara, you have fallen off. Because you're tethered on, you don't take any damage, but you're currently hanging helplessly in the air.
All right.
Do you want to go next, Lunara?
Sure. I guess I'll just climb back up.
All right, so that's going to be a full turn action to do so.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Is anyone opposed to Harshnag going next?
No, he's the heavy hitter of the group.
Get him,
Hey,
Harshnag.
go ahead.
All right, Harshnag is going to swing his great axe into this stone giant He hits, and he's going to deal 19 points of damage.
Damn. Okay. Sabek's gonna go next.
Okay.
So Lunara is still hanging from a rope, right?
No, I climbed up.
Oh, you climbed up. Okay. I'm gonna pop one of my strong dragon's blood.
Okay.
So I'm down to 5 now.
Okay. He's not there yet. All right. You pop a strong dragon's blood. No, you're only 10 feet wide when you do that. Okay, I think I scaled that correctly. Yeah, that looks about right. It's a squat little dragon thing. There we go. Alright, so you pop a dragon's blood. You now, since you're in strong dragon's blood mode, you can fly. I think that means you can just reach him in one turn. Do you want to just go ham on this guy?
I want to see what type of dragon I am. What is the macro for that? Shit. Always
I
missing
don't know that I shared it with you. Let me see.
Oh, okay.
If I can share it.
Yeah, because just clicking it just expands or.
Oh, it says visible to player's Zai. So it should be visible. Oh, go to in the cog in the top right is your My Settings. To the left of that should be something called Collection, and then Macros is in your collection from there. Do you see Strong Dragon Blood in there? Or Strong Blood Rage or whatever?
Rage effects, rage element.
Oh, it should be up at the very top.
Yes, I do.
Okay. Is there a checkbox for in bar next to it? Is it checked?
And I am adding them.
Okay.
Good.
Check them to.
I'm adding all of these things. Cool.
Okay. All right then.
All right. So yeah, I'm gonna fly over towards them.
Ooh, you're an electric dragon today.
Good shit.
Okay. You fly over to him. Remember, I modified your dragon controls a little bit. Yeah. So, your breath and your tail are each. They replace one of your 2 attacks. Yeah. So, how are you doing this?
Yeah, I think to start, Sabek is just gonna swing that great sword, that dragon tooth great sword, twice at this mummy giant abomination.
Okay. All right, give me 2 attacks. All right, first one hits. Second one hits. Show me damage for just the first attack. Alright, so when you hit him, you deal 11 damage. Sorry, not 11 damage. You deal 5 damage. And as you do so, you hear a crack. So you hear the crack of your sword hitting his stone-like skin, and you simultaneously hear another crack in another part of the room as the statue behind you explodes, and
shit, you guys, I think I pissed him off. It's fucking Blanca.
God damn it.
A hill giant wielding a large stone club steps forward. Or not stone, bone club steps forward. So deal damage on your second hit.
Already?
Yeah. Alright, so that's going to be 4 damage.
Whew.
Okay. So Lunara has gone, Sabek has gone, Harshnag has not gone yet, and Wex has not gone yet.
Yeah, I'll go.
Alright.
Yeah, so this is ridiculous. I've heard of a demon like this. Blanca. I want to send Slugma forward first.
Okay. Yeah. Are you going to have Slugma slap him?
Slap, slap,
Definitely,
slappy, slap.
yeah.
Okay. He actually does not hit. That's just bad luck. He had a bad roll. He only rolled a 5 on his d20.
Oh, Slugma, little guy.
I'm sorry. Oh wait. Oh no. This thing only has 13 AC. He came very close. All right.
All right, I'm gonna step back and I'm gonna shoot some lasers at him.
Okay, because he hasn't attacked yet, I'll allow that. If he was alert, you would get an attack of opportunity for doing so.
Absolutely.
So who are you shooting lasers at?
At Blanca.
Okay. Throw them rays.
Can
actual name.
Nugget help him with that, or is it only like dodging and evading?
Can't click them.
Actually, I'm always gonna forget this, but Nugget, any turn that Nugget doesn't attack, he can aid an ally as a bonus action. So he can basically aid an ally automatically every turn, unless you're attacking with him. So, yeah. So, Wex, you will have advantage on both of these attacks, which is good. That means your Eldritch Blast, first one and second one, both hit. You're hitting the Hill Giant.
Yep.
Alright, let's see that damage. Are you cursing him?
Absolutely, because I'm not really sure what else is going on, but seeing this, I'm like, yeah, no, I need to lay it on thick.
I can't remember if you used your curse last game, but I don't think you did.
No,
So, this guy does not have flesh like stone. He has flesh like nice, fertile soil, and you're going to deal 12 plus 13, 25 damage.
While I'm shooting out that second Eldritch Blast, I just want to yell, because I see him out the corner of my eye. Just, Gimbal, get your ass over here.
Okay.
Well, I know who I'm attacking next turn.
So, oh, by the way, for the rule of thumb for all of these icons is that the space they occupy is the distance between their shoulders and their feet. So heads are not going to count as occupied space. So Harshnag is currently actually 5 feet away from this stone giant instead of right on top of him. But I think Harshnag is going to go next, and he is going to do something about that. Oh, he's actually a giant. He doesn't need to. He stands back, and he... Wait a second. Harshnag did go earlier this turn.
Mm-hmm.
What am I thinking?
Yeah, he
I'm
did.
about to say scroll up, yeah.
Hogard didn't.
Forgot about it.
No.
All right.
Yeah, maybe it's Hogard's
wait.
turn.
Hogard, you went this turn too. So
Yeah.
Hill
Coming
Giant is the last one to go. And the Hill Giant is actually he is going to run over to the Stone Giant, and he's going to try to snatch Vanitas out of the air.
Oh God.
Wow, didn't see that coming.
Vanitas,
no.
watch out!
Vanitas, does a 20 hit?
Yeah.
Alright, you don't take that damage. Ignore that damage. Oh, actually, he didn't need to roll for that. Well, you're flying, so he probably did. Whatever. So he, is holding you. He has grabbed you. I'm going to need you to make a strength roll. Strength
you
save.
could have asked
Strength
me
save.
for anything other than strength.
Yeah, let's see that strength save.
Should I just roll a flex instead? Just fucking flex out.
You could. It
nice
wouldn't
knowing
help.
you, Liana.
I'm gonna need that strength save. So this is actually not as bad as it might seem. He grabs you, but he grabs you and you're kind of like struggling in his hand and he's kind of struggling to hold on to you. He does hold on to you. You don't break free. But he's trying to pull you into his mouth and he's not able to because of how hard you're struggling.
He's trying to eat me?
He has you in his hand and is trying to pull you towards his mouth.
Dear God.
Hey, fun fact, last thing that happens on this hill giant's turn is he has this aura of like green mist, like pollen kind of stuff around him. And both the hill giant and the stone giant are going to recover 5 hit points.
Hey, Brent, we need some battle music.
Kill the caster.
Vanitas.
I feel like
what's for dinner.
Do I taste like chicken?
It tastes like pork.
Definitely.
Ironically.
Good stuff. Thank you for the music.
Are we back at the top of the order?
Can we turn it down just a little bit? Thank
There
you.
you go.
So yeah, that's a good question. When are we back at the top of the turn order? Because I'm not looking to go to Chowtown.
But you don't want to go to Flavor Country?
Well, I don't want to be Flavor Country.
God.
Extra crispy.
Cornish hen.
Hey, Bren, did you drop out?
Bran, are you there?
Let's just continue making
Having
chicken
mic
puns
trouble?
until
How
it
many more
comes
chicken
back.
puns
Can you guys hear me?
Now
we can
Yeah,
now.
now.
There's a fucking button on my microphone thing that mutes it. I don't like it. I do not know how to change the audio device that sound is coming out of.
Hit the little speaker button.
Okay.
You should be able to open sound settings
Sound settings. Okay.
and then choose your output device.
Can you guys talk?
Talk.
All right,
I
can you hear
wanna-
everything perfectly. Thank you very much.
Speaking.
I want to ask a question about the boombox. I'd like to try and use it, but I don't want to hurt anybody.
You
Can
will
I?
hurt everybody in its area of effect.
Okay. So there's no way I can just get one of these giants without hurting everyone
I mean,
else.
if you threw it, I don't know.
Throw the bitch in his mouth.
You could throw it like over here.
Throw it in his mouth.
Well,
Action movie style.
You might not get it back, but
well, I have not had any good luck with throwing. Can I run and drop it and keep on running and then set it off?
Yeah.
All right. What if I dropped it like here?
Sure.
Who else is
actually-
that going to hit?
What is your movement? Let's see. You can use clever action or whatever to do a double movement. I think your movement speed is 20 feet. So you can move this far. You could drop it here, which would probably only hit him. Or maybe here. And then you could end your turn here.
Okay. I will do that. I'm trying to, and then can I set off the boombox in that same turn?
I don't know. I actually can't remember if your boombox requires a bonus action to set it off.
Can someone just shoot it, or does he have to set it off?
It's
I
not,
think
an,
I have to set it off.
it's not an explosive.
It says when you activate the boombox,
It's a bonus
all creatures
action.
in 15 feet
It's a bonus action to activate it, and you use your bonus action to run out of the way. So, the boombox is placed. I didn't like it, did I?
Fair warning, everybody. Don't get near that boombox.
Okay, Vanitas, do you want to go next?
Yes. It's dark, right?
It is very dark, yes.
Can I shadow step out of his hand?
You know, I kind of think you can.
All right, so I'm just gonna like shadow step directly above him, and then do a dive attack.
Okay. Yeah, let's see that, damage.
Give me 2 seconds.
Oh, this is a good one. Does that look like a boombox?
Okay.
Yeah.
I will label this,
So I'm gonna spend a key point to do my flurry.
Alright, so all 4 hits?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, do it. And... Okay, yes.
And this is considered a dive attack, right? Am I high enough?
I'll allow it, yeah.
Okay, because this is at least 20 feet.
Yeah,
well, it
this is a
says who
massively
flies
tall
at
room.
least 30 feet during a round and has descended at least 20 feet.
Yeah, this is a massively tall room, so I think that's fine.
Okay.
All 4 of those hit.
Good. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, and, with your, second hit, you're going to hear a crack emanate, from the statue next to Harshnag.
God damn!
And,
What is...
with your 4th hit, the, guy that you're attacking is going to, let out a, bellow, and then he's going to explode in a puff of, like, particles, like, stone particles or something, which drift over to the statue that he burst out of and reconstitute themselves back into the shape of the statue.
Oh shit!
Hold on, except the statue is now kneeling and is holding his bone club out in front of him in an offering gesture.
Harshnag, go pick it up! God, Harshnag is gonna get a fucking arsenal out of this.
And I don't know if I finished saying this, but as of the 4th hit, when you killed that guy, as he is reconstituting into the other statue, the statue next to Harshnag explodes.
No.
And the frost giant statue steps forward.
Oh no.
And this one is going to immediately see Harshnag and swing to like hit Harshnag, except he's swinging as if he should have like a bat or club or axe or something in his hands.
But he doesn't have anything.
And so as he does that, he kind of misses and then looks down at his hands awkwardly and shrugs and is just going to southpaw Sabek, or not Sabek, Harshnag into the back of the head. So we're going to change the damage on this, but that hits and...
But that was 2 hits. He gets 2 hits?
Yes, he does.
So I think this is the second giant Vanitas has killed. Well, technically, I guess he didn't kill this one. But I think he's in need to steal that sword's moniker.
Ooh, so this guy actually only deals, he's actually only going to deal, 7 damage to Harshnag. It is a miraculously light attack by, Frost Giant standards. Okay,
Does that mean Lenara falls again?
Lunara falls? Well, Lunara has to make a dex save, but the success on it is 7, and I think she has like a +6 to dex saves.
Okay, so she'll get it.
So I think she's fine.
Should I roll it anyways?
Sure.
Oh. God damn.
The swing
Right when Harshnag gets hit, Lunar just does a backflip and lands perfectly once he regains his balance.
She stabilizes him.
Off the shoulders.
You survived the QTE.
Yeah, you do not fall. Suffice to say, you do not fall. Alright, so who's gone yet this turn? Hogard dropped the device. Vanitas did his double kick and fucked everything up. Frost Giant appeared and then attacked. And it is now somebody else's turn. Who do you guys think goes next?
I'll go next. I'm gonna keep whacking away at this weird stony giant guy.
Okay.
But I'm gonna do Dragon Breath this time. Not sure how electricity will work on him, but
That's very smart of you.
yeah.
So you can do 2 puffs of that since it's a since it's replacing one of your 2 attacks. I lowered the damage on it a bit, but
Yep. I'm gonna do 2 of them. So that'll be my whole thing. There it goes.
I might need you to re-roll that damage. 1 second.
Oh, wait a minute. I have not had Rage and Enlarge checked this entire time.
Well, you would have dealt significantly more damage, but
Oh well, no
your
worries.
new Dragon's Breath is actually only going to be D10, not 2D8. So 1D10 plus Constitution, but you get to do it twice per turn, so it's actually probably going to add up to more damage. Alright, so yeah, you puff into his face 2 times. He can make dexterity saves. Gonna go ahead and say, dexterity saves, not necessarily this guy's strong suit. Oh, he's not the worst at it, though. So, the first one, he takes full damage. The second one, he's going to take half damage. Can you roll me damage again?
For Dragon's Breath?
Yeah.
What do I click on for that? It's not...
It should be an attack in your attack set.
Oh, just roll another Dragon's Breath.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's going to take the full 15 points of damage from your first breath, and then he's going to take half of 11 damage from your second. So that's 16 total. Oh, never mind. It's 21 total. He has 22 hit points left.
Oh, god damn it.
Can I send Slugma to
But
go
I
hug him?
think this is going to involve, because you're flying, I want to say that you, like, fly up and you grab this stone giant by, like, the neck, and then you just, like, dragon breath directly into his face for, like, 6 seconds.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Morning
And
breath. It's a bitch.
I think that he goes next. I think that's how that has to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to go next, and he is going to... by the way, as you deal that damage to him, you hear the next statue in order crack.
Oh, God.
I'm actually really happy with how this combat's going. I wasn't sure if I had the balancing right on the HP and damage and stuff, and it feels like I have it just perfect.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Alright, so, 15, does that break your AC? Sabek?
I was muted. Sorry. My AC is 16.
Fuck yeah. Alright,
Ah.
so, he is going to kind of, like, push you back a step and then lean backwards and get this flail moving over his head and swing it down at you, and, you're within his reach, and you just kind of effortlessly duck under his arm and you're getting back in for the next round of combat. Gimbal, Harshnag, Lunara, Wex. Who wants to go next?
Which, question to the DM, which statue cracked?
The one directly to the north of you, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I am going to head over here, and as my bonus action, I'm going to rage it up.
You're going to move further away from the statue that just cracked?
Correct. Just a little bit. And then I'm going to go into rage as my bonus action, because I'm tired of this shit.
Okay. You're enraged. That's it for now.
Giants.
Do you wanna try to like take a light crossbow shot at the stone giant?
Actually, if I have one more thing left, I'd like to drink my Giant's potion. Giant's strength.
Oh
potion.
shit!
Oh shit!
Fuck yeah! Okay.
From what I remember, it gives me plus 1d4 extra on my attack, right?
Damage to a set amount.
Yep. I just can't remember if it was like 1d4 or something else.
Did we write it down in your bio?
Let me check.
No, we didn't. We have to write all of these things down.
I thought I did.
We write it down over here, maybe? No. Okay. I'm pretty sure it increases your strength to 22, which is a +6 bonus. So I will just keep that in mind. That just means that for the next few turns, you're going to do you're going to do 5 points more damage with your attacks.
Okay.
And you have a +5 to attack.
Okay. And it's worth noting that I take my shield and my sword out.
Oh, fuck yeah. I love it.
And I give a battle cry.
Alright. Now, normally, you would not be able to wield both of them. The sword is built for an exceptionally large person, and
Correct.
Most people, even like Sabek in his normal form, would require 2 hands to wield it. But since you just quaffed a fucking, like, giant strength potion, I'll let you say that you can wield it in 1 hand right now.
Oh, shit.
Otherwise, you can wield it at any time by just popping out a 3rd arm.
Okay.
Okay, you're all fucking swole and shit. Duly noted. Lunara, Wex, Harshnag, who wants to go?
Did we determine whether or not anyone else could set off the boombox, like by jostling it or shooting at it?
No, Hogard has like a fucking remote control switch.
Okay, so it has to be set off by that mechanism.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's like a big like 70s cell phone kind of like box, and all it's got an antenna coming out of the top, and then all of the rest of the device is one big red button in the middle.
Oh wow. Can I send Slugma over so I can make it?
Sure, you're a little quiet, so I'm gonna bump your volume up in
Okay, I just had my
Discord.
mic a little bit further away.
No worries. Alright, so you're Slugma, I don't think he can move very fast. I don't know if he could get over there. Oh no, he can move fucking fast as shit. He can move 50 points per turn. 50 feet per turn. So that would be 15 30 wait. Fuck. 15 30 45. Yeah, he can just like swift run, or he flies on his way over to the stone giant, and then he's gonna Slugma the stone giant.
Yes.
That's gonna fucking do it.
Yes.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna do it. And
Corpse Beast stole my kill.
Oh, this is fucking interesting. Because normally if Slugma gets the kill on somebody, I think he, like, absorbs its soul. But this thing doesn't have a soul. He's technically a construct.
Uh-oh.
So does it, like, divide by
just
zero?
has an existential crisis.
We break the universe.
Okay, so here's what happens.
Slugma has an aneurysm.
The door opens.
Stone Giant reappears on its statue, but it reappears on its statue, but it looks like it has, like, glitched. Like, it is shifted into an impossible position, and it's, like, it's got, like, geometric shapes, like, cut out of it, and, you know, one arm is, like, just, like, hanging out of the middle of its chest and something, you know, like that. And also, as that happens, you're going to see this red, like, shock of energy rebound within Slugma, and Slugma is going to take Slugma is going to take 15 points of herb damage because he just did something that was, like, very much not intended to happen.
That's okay, we'll fix it on the back end.
I think Slugma heals, like, really fast, but
yeah, it's like, it's just really freaking him out.
Missing no fucked you up.
yeah. So we're just gonna fucking. You'll have to remember that guy is all fucked up. As he dies, a couple of things are gonna happen. First, okay, so he is in this weird position. His his arm is in the, like, palm up position as if he would be, like, offering his weapon aloft, but because it's, like, in this, like, awkwardly jutting out of his chest, it's totally unbalanced, and the weapon just falls out of his palm and lands on the ground in front of the statue.
Does it land on Slugma? Because it looks like it did.
Yeah, I was about to say, did that just straight land on Slugma and kill him? Because, like, Slugma didn't have a lot of HP.
And then as he dies, you hear this statue further in the room explodes as a fire giant wielding a cold iron greatsword steps down. By the way, are you guys digging these giant sprites? Because I had a lot of fun making them.
I love
yeah, they're good.
Yeah, these are dope.
Yeah, okay, great. You're gonna really like the last one. Okay,
Really just maggots?
you'll see. You'll like it.
Alright,
So-
can I move forward and shoot at the fire giant?
Fuck yeah. Perfect. And then we'll have Harshnag go last. Well,
Did Lunara do this turn?
no,
No, I
Harshnag
haven't.
and Lunara both need to go. So yeah, Wex, you do your attack. Those both hit. Alright, you're not cursing, because you've already used your curse for the day.
Yes.
So you do 23 damage. Please tell me Okay, I did assign... There it is. Minus 23. And that is enough damage that you hear the next statue in line, which is this one, start to crack as well.
Alright.
So... Oh, actually, one thing that's worth noting, as you shoot your two beams of arcane energy into the frost giant, they both pierce through him, and you know it's like real gruesome and everything. And you see this like spray of blood, like you would expect to see come out of that, except the blood is actually magma, and as it sprays across the floor, you hear this sizzling sound as the magma melts the stone behind it.
Oh my god.
And you can assume that if you had been a person, say perhaps like a Sabek wielding a greatsword, that might have hit you and been painful.
Yep.
I'm gonna like super hardcore thank Wex for that because I punch people.
Lunara, do you want to go before Harshnag?
Nah, let Harshnag go first.
Harshnag is going to turn towards the other frost giant and give him a kind of like head nod of respect, and then just plant his great axe straight in that dude's face.
Ooh.
That's the goal, anyway. I think he succeeded.
Yeah.
Oh no, he can only do one attack while he's supporting the platform. Sorry. So he's going to deal 22 points of damage. Oh, actually, yes, he can still do that. Lunara, you are... So, this frost giant that's next to you has an aura coming off of him. The temple that you're in was already bitter cold because you're up in, like, the high mountains and there's, like, frost everywhere. This frost giant has, like... It feels like a blizzard, like, emanating out of him, and it's so cold that you're only going to be able to take half of a turn. So you can either move or shoot once, but you're not going to be able to shoot twice. If you move, you can only move half as far, although you're on Harshnag, so that's not really an option. I will say, Nugget is not in that tundra and can take both of his actions if he wants. If that's what you want to do instead.
No, I kind of want to finish this this frost giant off if I can.
All right.
I guess I'll just shoot the once. Can I hunter's mark him and shoot him, or can I not do that because I've only got the half turn?
No, I'll allow that you can hunter's mark him, and I will also say that since it is this your first attack of combat?
Yes, technically. The only thing I've done so far is get knocked off the Harshnag and climb back on.
Because it's your first attack of combat, you're going to get your ambush attack, and I will actually say that you can get your second arrow in despite the blizzard. So you can do your hunter's mark and then 2 arrows and your first attack bonus. Okay. If you want. Or you could, since you're getting your first attack bonus and everything, you could hold off on the hunter's mark if you want. It's your call.
Yeah, I'll hold off for now. For that first attack, should I be clicking ambush attack instead of longbow?
No, ambush attack gets stacked on top. So you do your longbow, and then if it hits, you do ambush attack. So 2 longbows, and then an ambush attack on top if it hits.
Okay.
Hey, one thing. Never mind.
Did I roll both? Okay.
The first one hits, the second one misses. 7 points of damage, and now roll ambush attack. Plus 8 points of damage. So that is 15 points?
Yes.
Okay, that's very good. Because you're at like eye level with this guy, you're able to hit him in the face both times. They're like little like needle-sized arrows to him, but he does like roll his head around and bellow, and he seems very upset by this. Okay.
If it's any consolation, I really love your shirt, and I'm so sorry for this. I'm so sorry.
Who wants to go next?
Is that giant dead?
Both of the giants who are standing are alive.
Okay.
They're also both injured, and it's top of a new turn. Nobody's gone.
So,
Kimball's gonna bum rush this guy.
Fuck yes.
I was gonna say,
say,
quick question. Like previously in other games, we could like click on the enemies and see like where their health was, but I can't do that with these. Is there a layer that needs to be turned on for that to happen?
No. Are you still logged in as player?
Yeah.
That might be why. I think that you have to have permission to the token.
Like I can see our party's HP and stuff.
Yeah.
When I click on it, like I can see
Harshnag's,
Harshnag's, but I can't see the enemies. So all right.
I'm sorry.
No worries.
I'm not trying to hide it. I just don't want to bother giving permission to all of those things to you guys.
How much HP does the Frost Giant have left?
16.
Okay.
Which is to say, he's injured, blah, blah, blah.
All right, I want to go after Gimbal.
Note, these are all, mummified versions of these giants, and you can kind of intuit that they seem to be going down much easier than a full frost giant or a full fire giant would. So Gimbal, I'm making a little bit of a stretch with how far you can run, but I think you can get up there in one movement. Alright, so you run up there and you're just gonna rage strike him twice in the face with your giant slayer?
Yeah, can you change my sprite?
Fuck yes, I'm sorry. How dare I? How dare I forget?
Otherwise I look like a little pimp. Yeah, there you go. Baby face. Baby face will slash your knees.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to attack twice.
Alright, you do attack
Do I
twice.
also get a rage damage modifier?
Yep.
Since I'm in rage?
Oh, yeah. We don't have that for you yet, do we?
Well, it was weird because we have rage punch and then rage sword. So I don't think I have a rage modifier on its own. Because I have Eckhart now. And Eckhart has its own thing with
You know
giants.
what? I do have it built in.
Okay, cool. Because it's only used with rage.
Giant potion turned on. Do Eckhart Giant twice. The second one hits. Alright. Alright, he saves, he does not fall down, but, as you hit him, there is so the first time you swing, you hit this, plate mail segment on his leg, and the sword, dings off of it. The second time you hit him, sword connects with, Jotun flesh, and there is an effect that visually I want to describe a small black hole appearing for a fraction of a second that pulls him towards it, which is what tries to make him fall, and he stumbles, but he is able to hold himself upright. He does, however, take fucking 21 plus 6. What is that?
27?
27 points of damage. I'm going to need you to make a dexterity save, I think. Yeah, dexterity save? Okay. You step out of the way as you see about, you would say, 27 hit points worth of magma come spraying towards your face. And splashes on the ground behind you, but you got out of the way in time. And, that one hit, actually, you just chop his leg off at the kneecap, and he is going to bellow as he falls, and then he disintegrates, reappears at his statue, and is, seated, leaning forward, offering his greatsword out in front of him in a sign of offering. Okay, and as he does that, a cloud giant steps, statue explodes. He levitates forward, and he is actually about let's say 10 feet off of the ground is where he's levitating.
How can we hit him?
That's my job.
Oh, indeed.
All right.
Oh shit! I put that on the wrong layer.
I want to go next.
Okay.
I'll go after Sebek.
All right. What is the ability called? I thought I had like a dashing ability.
I don't think so.
I could have sworn I did.
You have a passive ability that increases your speed. You do move faster than the average person. Significantly.
Okay. Go ahead and skip me because I need to look at something, and I'm pretty sure I had something previously that's not there anymore.
Hogarth's ready. So
go ahead.
Hold on.
I'll go after
Hogard would like to try and do a sneak attack. So on the Frost Giant. So if I run north a little bit, can I do an attack on him that he won't see and call it a sneak attack?
Yeah, certainly. You can do I will say this is the furthest you can get if you use your bonus action as a clever action to sprint. And from there, yeah, I'm gonna say do a double crossbow attack, and we will say that you have advantage on it because you are attacking from behind while he's distracted. First one hits. Second one also hits. Let's see damage on both of those. Oh, no. You click on the name 1 double crossbow and then 2 double crossbow in the chat box.
Oh, in the chat. I'm sorry.
You're fine. Easy mistake to make.
So...
under your, attack roll results.
Am I not doing this right?
No, I think that is, I think that is correct. Yeah, sorry, never mind.
All right,
Yeah,
and
correct.
then I get a sneak attack, right?
The first one is 6, the second one is 5, and then, yeah, you can, roll...
Do I click on sneak attack or
yeah,
just
sneak
roll
attack, the
the
one
damage?
that says 46. Alright, so you're going to deal,
4d6.
11 points of damage from your arrows, which, hurts this guy a lot, and you hear the last statue start to crack. And then one of the arrows hits him in the back of the neck, kind of close to his ear, and it is a perfect vital strike, and he just wobbles and falls forward and disintegrates as he falls. He reappears on the statue with his hands out in front of him as if he should be holding a weapon, but he is not holding a weapon. Alright, and... Wex, get a hold of this, get a look at this sprite, because I feel like you're gonna appreciate it.
Oh, is this one specifically for me?
No,
yeah,
it's
no,
just,
that's awesome.
it's a
great.
fucking great sprite, and I think you'll like it.
It makes me think of Storm.
It literally was originally a sprite of Storm that I turned purple.
Oh,
That's
okay.
great.
I guess that makes sense then.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's happening, and it seems fitting, for a Storm Giant.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and
This one is also levitating, although this one is levitating with her foot basically brushing against the ground. So she's not actually staying out of reach. She's just like very powerful and floating. Okay.
she's actually just standing on one toe.
Yep.
All right. So I'm gonna go ahead.
Sure.
That's cool. So gonna float up in the air since I can do that with my dragon's wings and move over to the cloud giant. And I'm pretty sure that's gonna be more than 15 feet. So I'm gonna finish that movement with the dragon's horn. Will that be my whole turn?
One second, I just gotta check how fast dragon wings make you. Gain a fly speed equal to your overland movement speed.
40
is
my speed.
Unfortunately, unlike every other person in this party, apparently, you actually don't have the ability to double move as a thing. So that would be 15 feet. That would be 30 feet. Oh, wait, hold on. 30, 35. I think 40 would put you here. Yeah, that's exactly within reach of the storm giant, and because he's flying and you're flying, you can hit him.
Horn. All right, hold on.
All right, that hits.
Oh yeah.
Critical horn. 5 damage. What?
10 damage.
Okay. 10 points of damage from the horn. Let's see those other two. I think I know where this is going.
Oh, I get 2 more attacks. Yeah, because that was just a movement attack.
And you can use your claw as a third attack. 4th, technically.
4th. Yeah, what was that fucking combo? Shit. So horn.
Okay, so the way it works, your horns use your move action.
Mm-hmm.
Your 2 attacks use your standard action, and your claw uses your bonus action.
Yeah. All right. So 2 great sword slashes and a claw.
Mm-hmm. They both hit.
Sweet.
It misses.
Oh.
Let's see damage from those 2 great swords.
So 13 and 14?
13
Not bad.
plus 14 is 27 points of damage.
It's real good.
And I haven't subtracted the 10 from before, so 37 points of damage throughout the whole turn. However, so you come flying around this central statue. You slam into this guy with your horns. You like pull back and do 2 uppercuts in an X pattern across his chest and just like fuck him up. And then you reach in to claw him in the face and probably finish him off, knowing you. And he's actually going to move towards you just as you're doing that. And your claw is going to get stuck in his cape, and you're going to have disadvantage on your next attack.
Oh,
Because
okay.
you whiffed that claw attack so bad. Your next attack on this guy, specifically.
Right.
Which, knowing this party, he's not going to be around that long. Who wants to go next?
How much health does the cloud giant have left?
He's really hurt.
Yeah, I feel like
He's
Hard
down
Mag
to
can move forward.
quarter of where he started.
Okay, since I'm the other flyer, I'm gonna jet onto him and just try to finish off which Harshnag started. Or not Harshnag.
Sabek. Alright. You can fly over to this guy. Easy peasy.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and do my flurry of blows.
First one actually missed. The final 3 hit. Remember to subtract key points every time you do this.
Yeah, I have it. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. You punch him in the nose and break his nose. You spin around. You do a talon kick across his face, and you give a big scratch. And then the last one. I think the last one is just another punch, like directly into the temple, but with your claw hand, and your claws just go like straight in. And then he poofs, and he reappears on his statue, leaning forward with his arms, offering graciously, and his spear is held out on the ground in front of him. Okay, I'm gonna delete this thing. It's distracting.
What thing?
The torch that was providing light around the arch. Just remember that the arch is illuminated. Okay, 1 giant left.
Gimble's gonna bum rush.
All right, Gimble is going to bum rush indeed.
He's going to run and try to stab, and then just hit Storm with all he's got. Can I do anything as a bonus action? Can I attack as a bonus action? With a key point? Rage punch?
I can't remember. Yes, I think you can rage punch as a bonus action if you spend a key point.
Okay, I'll attempt a stunning strike as a bonus action.
You cannot stunning strike while you're in rage mode.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just do rage punch as a bonus.
All right.
Not enough
You run up to this guy. You're going to 1-2 with the Eckhart, and then a rage punch to finish it up. Let's see. Do those both hit? Those both hit, and the third one hits too. So, alright, he needs 2 DC 15 saves. Passed the first one, failed the second one. So whatever happens, he has fallen to the ground. I also think you might have killed him in your first hit, but let's see.
God damn.
13 plus 14 is 27. 10 plus 9 is 19 plus 27.
46?
1 second. I have a roll open. Plus 5, plus 9. 60 points of damage. This giant had 65 points of hit points.
Holy shit.
Because you dealt that much damage with 1 hit and toppled them to the ground, though, their adamantium trident is actually going to go flying forth and land on the ground in front of the vault, the arch, and she is currently. Where do I need to be zoomed in order? Oh fuck! Can I not? There it is. She is currently prone because you have you hit her once and then twice in the shins, and each time one of those little vortexes appears and sucks her towards it. And with this, she stumbles with the first one, and as she's recovering, the second one hits her and just topples her to the ground, and she is on the ground. And then you just like step forward, and you're just going to kick her in the head as she is downed. Who wants to go next?
Hogar will go if he can.
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
think you went earlier this turn.
Oh, I thought we were around. Okay.
Yeah, no,
Sorry.
I can step forward. Do I have enough clearance to take a shot?
Oh, for sure. This is a big giant, and
Gimbal is, even when bloated, a little dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my shots at the perm giant.
Okay.
One sec, phone call.
Yeah.
Alright, those both hit.
Hold on a second.
Oh, actually,
Alright.
you have disadvantage on both of those attacks, but you hit with both of them anyway.
Okay.
You have disadvantage because she's prone. Prone people are harder to hit, but, prone people are harder to hit with ranged attacks, but easier to hit with melee attacks. You do hit, 20 points of damage, and you, actually just, the second ray is going to follow through and hit her, but it is the first ray that, ducks through and is going to follow swiftly behind, Gimbal's kick, and is just going to, disintegrate the top half of her head, and a chunk of her Saiyan hair disappears. It's very sad. She vaporizes, reappears on her statue, holding her arms forth to offer her trident, but her trident doesn't reappear with her this time. Her trident stays in front of the place where you threw it, and she is a stone. And we are done here.
See, that fight wasn't nearly as hard as I was expecting. Vinny just says that out loud.
Yeah, no, you guys did really well. I'm happy with that fight. That fight was very important to this temple as a whole, but also that fight is a little foreshadowing for the rest of the campaign, because y'all are going to be fighting a lot of giants, and I wanted to give you a taste of what the different kinds of giants fight like. Okay. All right. And now I think you guys have a chance to take a well-earned breather. Is anybody hurt? Did you guys even really get hit?
I
don't
did
think
not.
so.
I didn't at all.
Yeah,
I think that
fine.
during the second half, I might have forgotten to give the giants turns.
Well, we killed them so fast.
But you guys were just taking them out so fast that they really just did not get a chance to hit. Other than Harshnag got hit a couple times, but he's not in critical condition. He's doing fine.
Yeah, Slugma took an accidental hit.
All right.
I almost got eaten, but that's not a big deal or anything.
That was very good. After 20 seconds or whatever, Sabek returns to mortal form. Okay. And Gimbal's rage is gonna wear off.
I'm gonna go apologize to Gimbal real quick.
Wait, did that not work? Oh no. Why is the Gimbal token broken?
Stuck in rage.
Stuck in rage!
There's two of me now.
What's your secret?
Blown rage.
I'm always angry.
Space-time continuum glitch.
It's like a little gnome vortex in my soul.
Gimbal used his shadow.
One version is like the normal you, the other version of you is completely brainless you, just spitting and drooling and falling over himself. Bizarro Gimbal, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you guys get a chance to catch your breath and investigate.
Why is there a third Gimbal now, but bigger?
Because I'm trying to get it working again.
There it is.
I'm gonna have to fucking set his sprite up again. So 56 HP, 17 AC.
That was with the shield too, so that's down to 14 without. I'll change it.
Alright, 56 HP, 14 AC.
My cat just hit a chip out of my hand. I'm a little salty about it.
Well, I mean, you must be. I'm sure it was a salty chip.
You just let
It
them
was a
hang
fucking
there.
Tostito. I went to go pull it out of the bag and he just fucking swatted it. Piece of shit.
Okay, so, you guys now have a chance to, after, like, recovering from that frankly, like, shocking scene that just happened, once you've, like, caught your breath and everything, you're gonna get a chance to check out this arch. So, I'll show it to you guys again. Show to players. There are 6 runes arrayed around the arch. There is Haug, which is the life rune for hill giants, Sky for the cloud giants, Ild for fire giants, Uvar for storm giants, Stein for stone giants, and Is for frost giants. There are slots for each of the 6 rune stones, although only 4 of the slots have runes in them. Haug, Uvar, Stein, and Is. Haug, Uvar, and Stein are like frosted and rusted in place, but Is looks like it was moved not that long ago, so it is freshly inserted in there. You probably should have had to do an investigation for that, but this is all in my head. I gotta just monologue. Alright. So, big arch, majestic looking. There isn't actually like a door there. It is this like fog drifting out of it that is like faintly luminous and like pulling on the floor around it. I'm going to say a lot more about this setting, but first I want to know if anybody just straight up like is going to walk up and like touch the fog or something.
I'm gonna go see if there's any so I noticed that they're the same symbols as the things by the front.
Yeah. We will get to that. I've got a lot more to do with this scene. If nobody's checking out the fog, that's fine. I'm gonna keep going.
I was gonna walk up, at least look at the door, so I'd have to check the fog out on my way in.
Okay, so the one thing, I'll go ahead just say it then. If you try to like pass through the door or like, walk through it or just like stick your hand through it or anything, you just feel rock on the other side of it. You can't pass through it right now. So it seems like if this is some kind of portal, it is currently deactivated.
Okay.
Now, this wall, the north wall of the temple, it has a huge mural taking up the whole width of the wall and rising probably 50 feet into the air. It's not actually a mural, it's actually a bas relief scene depicting 6 different clans of giants, each led by a like clan chieftain that look very similar to the 6 giants that you just fought. The clan chieftains, as well as every member of their clan, are armed with the exact weapons that these statues had. So all of the hill giants have bone clubs. All of the stone giants have these like ball and chain with a boulder kind of weapons. Each of these armies has they are all holding their weapons, like pointing them towards the arch in the center, and specifically pointing towards the rune associated with their army. So like the fire army would be up here pointing their iron greatswords towards this rune. the cloud giants would be over here, pointing their mithril spears towards this room. Hill giants are over here, pointing bone clubs towards this room, etc.
So, are there two giants that do not have weapons right now? One has the trident.
Currently, the one with the trident left her trident in front of the door because Gimbal hit her so hard. The one with the frost giant, which is the kind of giant that Harshnag is. Oh, right. I'll go ahead and tell you this. In the mural, all of the frost giants are wielding steel great axes. But this frost giant statue was missing its weapon. So
I have a question when you're done.
Yes.
How much does the steel great axe resemble Harshnag's axe?
Not identical. I mean, all steel great axes look like somewhat similar, but Harshnag's has some distinct stylistic flares that make it exactly his.
Okay.
And these do not have that. Also, these are all like full-blown double-sided war axes, and Harshnag's is primarily one-sided with a small blade on the other.
I would like to suggest that maybe Harshnag take that trident and see if he can mount it back on the statue.
All right. Harshnag is going to walk over, and he takes the trident and he puts it on the statue, and nothing seems to happen.
What about the one that dropped the missing nose statue? Is that still like all discombobulated?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. All right. Well, I was gonna say have all of them hold their weapons and then have axe in the frost giant's hands and see if it does anything.
Harshnag is going to he can like lift the boulder and just kind of like drape it over the giant's hand, and then he will put his axe in the frost giant's hand and look at the door, and nothing seems to happen.
Okay.
After a minute, he takes his axe back, and he's going to walk up to the door, and he says, "Listen, obviously we need to figure out how to open this door to get to the Allfather, the Eye of the Allfather beyond. Knowing Jotun technology, I assume it has something to do with these runes. Usually you tap a rune to activate it or something like that."
And we probably need to hit it with the corresponding weapon.
He's going to look at Sabek and nod and say, "All right, that sounds smart. Any suggestions?"
Vanitas is gonna try to pick up this weapon.
Okay. Let me check my notes.
I'm going to assume he's gonna struggle and fail miserably to pick it up.
That is almost certainly the case.
But that's the scene I want to happen. Is him just
it
like...
weighs 600 pounds.
Sabek's just gonna look over at Harshnag like, "You're the only one who can do this."
Who just dropped from the call?
Gimbal.
No.
And he's back.
Hi, Gimbal.
Hi.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, so Harshnag will walk over. He puts his axe down and he picks up the spirit and he says, "All right, I've got this Cloud Giant's mithril spear. What do you want me to do with it?"
Poke.
Hit the wind symbol.
Okay.
Okay. He walks over and he hits the wind symbol, and the wind symbol flashes yellow, and there is a kind of like neutral dinging sound. And he's going to look around and he says, "I think that means we're on the right track, but we're missing something."
Rinse it
actually,
with every weapon.
Never mind. Sorry. I have to retcon that a little bit. I got ahead of myself. He walks up and he he taps the spot where the sky rune should go, but there's no sky rune inserted into it. It's missing, so nothing happens.
Which one did you say had the one in it?
This one is missing, and this one is missing. Hill, storm, stone, and ice are all in place.
Alright, well, let's have him do it with the hill.
Alright, he goes and gets the hill bone club, and he says, you want me to touch the hill rune with it? Haug rune?
Yeah.
Alright, he walks over, he taps the Haug rune with the stone club, and we get that yellow... the rune flashes yellow, we get a neutral sound, and he says, alright, I think that means we're on the right track, but we're missing something. And he's going to look at the mural, and he says, what are we missing? And do you guys want to take another guess before I have him, hypothesize?
I think we need to explore. We haven't explored down those stairs, so I think we're looking for a couple stones to fit into those
Sounds like we're
places.
trying to find the runes.
Okay, then the only thing I'm going to append to this is, as you guys are walking away, Harshnag looks at the mural and he says, I think part of the problem is that I'm not a hill giant. Look, it's not any old giants holding bone clubs towards the Haug rune. It's hill giants, bone clubs, Haug rune, cloud giants.
What kind of giant is Harshnag?
He's a frost giant, so we don't
I'm
have
a
that
frost
weapon.
giant, so do you want me to tap the ice rune?
Sure.
He walks up and he taps the ice rune, and again you get that yellow sound. It flashes yellow. It makes the neutral sound, and he's gonna scratch his chin and he says, "Well, again, we're on the right path." But he looks around the room. These 5 weapons are special. These aren't just random weapons. These are special weapons. We had to fight the giants to get them. And he holds his axe up and he says, this is a fantastic piece of equipment, but it's not sacred. It's not special.
What kind of weapons did the frost giant have?
They have steel great axes. They're similar to mine, but I think we need this steel great axe held by a frost giant touching this East rune to activate it. I think that my axe won't do it. I think we need to find the other axe.
Mm.
On the other hand, we have another giant at our disposal.
Zephyros is still outside.
Zephyros wants to stay in the castle, but I'm sure if we assured him that it's safe, he'd be willing to come inside. We have Zephyros. We do have the mithril spear. He's gonna walk over and he's gonna tap the sky rune slot with his finger, and he says, but the rune itself is missing. Wouldn't help at all to have him come in here and pick up the spear if we don't have a rune for him to touch. So the steel great axe for me, or the sky rune for Zephyros. What do you guys think?
Well, let's go. Let's explore a little bit more, like Hogard was saying, so we can.
He nods.
Find.
He's gonna say, "All right, we've got an exit. We've got an east and a west exit to this room. East seems to be looking into a dining hall, and west seems to be looking into a stairwell and a hall. I want to at least get into which way you guys want to go, and then we'll address the time situation. So, which do you guys want to start with?
We have those walkie-talkie things. Can we split up into 2 groups and go both directions?
Harshnag is all right with it.
Fine by me.
Yep.
Who wants to go?
Hogard wants to go with Harshnag.
Of course he
Said
does.
that real fast.
Are you
Wants to
riding
go down
on his
the stairs.
shoulders?
I'm already climbing up his leg.
Fantastic.
Walking in whatever opposite direction of Harshnag there is
All
by
right.
himself.
Gimbal will take the ground next to Harshnag.
Okay. Wex, Lunara, Vanitas.
Myself and
I was
Slugma are
muted.
gonna go
I said I'll
with-
go with Sabak.
Yeah, I'll go with
Okay.
that.
Okay, very good.
All right, Hogard is going to tether in.
Okay, Vanitas, are you going with Harshnag or Sabak?
I think I will go with Harshnag.
Thought that might be the case. All right. It's 10:06. I'm loving this. Do you guys want to at least get a few rooms done and see how we're feeling in a bit?
I could go another hour.
I'm down.
I can go longer.
Fantastic.
I'm gonna call it a night. You
Okay.
can continue without me. But yeah.
Well, how about this then? Since we already split up, why don't we follow Harshnag's group for a couple rooms, and then next time we play, we'll start with Sabek's group.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I'm good with
Alright.
that.
Cool beans.
Somebody's going to have to remind me of that after the game, but I think that's fine for now.
Yeah.
Alright. Harshnag walks into the stairwell. There's stairs leading up, stairs leading down, and the hallway beyond.
Gimbal's like, what's this?
It's part of the room to the south, but you can ignore it for now.
Okay.
So, up, down, or across?
Well, let's start with across.
Hey, we're gonna go across. I'm gonna reveal a few spaces.
Oh, got disconnected there.
2, 3. All right. So, to your north and south are doors, which Harshnag will gently open as he passes, and they look into bedrooms.
All right, guys, have a good night.
Good
too.
night. Bye.
See.
All right. I'm gonna get to those in just a second. So, you enter the hallway. You see a group of giant rats in the hall. I don't mean like big fat rats. I mean like literally giant rats, dire rats. And as they spot Sabek coming, they're going to dart over and to the south. And then, who in this group do we think is most knowledgeable about nature? I think he's probably studied, like, meditated in some nature a bit with the monks.
Yeah, not me.
Hogard might have, like, read some books about nature.
Yeah, I'm like so with nature. I could try.
I mean,
try.
Gimbal lived in nature, but
Ooh,
not the
actually,
favorite.
never mind. Gimbal
but he's got
Gimbal
his
just
hero.
straight up knows this. Gimbal doesn't need to roll for this. Gimbal, you understand how animals and environments work. You don't like necessarily know this academically, but you just have an intuitive understanding of like this kind of environment can sustain this kind of animal. It's really fucking weird that there are rats this big in a temple that had the door iced shut, in which on a mountainside with no vegetation growing on it. What the fuck are they eating? How do they get that? Like, animals need food. Animals don't live places for just any old reason. They live places because there is food there, and it is a quality habitat. So if there's animals living here, where's the food? That's all. I just wanted to point that out. you guys want to proceed?
Well, I think we should search these rooms. Look,
Yeah. Look at these
stones. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, we're looking for the
doors.
stones, but also part of the agreement for you guys to come in and help him was Harshnag said you guys are basically free to loot this place and walk out with as much treasure as you can carry.
I didn't realize I've been muted for the past 10 minutes.
No.
Oh shit.
10. I was just kind of going along with what everyone else I was like, yeah, let's look through these rooms, and then I thought you guys heard me when Hogard was like, yeah, let's look through the rooms, and I was
Oh
like,
my god.
the rats must be eating the dead giants.
Oh my god. It's gruesome. I hadn't okay, yeah, that's a possibility. Okay, I will say all of the dead giants are straight up skeletons. There's no meat on their flesh.
That's because the rats ate on. They ate all of the meat.
Maybe. Alright. So, you guys are welcome to take anything you can find. What do you guys want to do in here? Do you want to search for treasure or anything like that?
Yeah,
Search it up and down.
I'm gonna look under the mattress, because that's where
Alright.
people always hide the good stuff.
Investigation rolls from everybody.
God damn it.
Ha! I beat you by 3.
Jesus Christ.
Contact.
T3, T4. Okay. Hey, Vanitas.
Yo.
So you're searching around the room. You guys get a good look around. First, I'm just gonna go ahead and reveal there is a bathroom, in the far edge of the room, and it has a bathtub, a toilet, a sink, all of which have piping which could use running water. I don't know that Vanitas has ever had running water before. I haven't addressed this issue. And I don't intend to. You look around some more, you guys are checking all over, and Gimbal looks through this drawer that he's standing next to, and quickly walks away. Vanitas, you spot the drawer as well, except you remember from your time living on the streets and taking what you can get, that people who want to hide things sometimes hide it in hidden compartments, and you kind of like squeeze yourself into the drawer, which is 2 feet tall because it's a giant drawer, and you tap the back, and the back falls away, and you find... Fuck. You find a brooch. It's a giant scaled brooch.
Does it... Can I tell if it's has some sort of magical aura?
You touch it and you don't feel special.
Alright, first off, I want to point out that Vanitas is gonna be like, Hogard, get over here!
Hogard gets over.
You might want to come look at this.
Hogard is going to inspect it.
Oh, well, no, I'm not looking, not that. I'm over here now. This was something else I wanted to do. Yo, Hogard, what is this? This is the kind of stuff you're into, right? Where's this water coming from?
Okay, so, there are pipes leading to the bathtub, the toilet, and the sink. If you attempt to use the pipes, they, I believe this is a thing. If a, sink has a frozen pipe and you attempt to use it, it makes a noise, right? It makes, a guttural noise?
It's more like a high-pitched squealing noise.
Okay, that happens because this entire temple is frozen and the pipes are frozen.
Well, that's gonna cause Vanitas to, fucking jump back. Because I'm going with he's never had running water.
I think that's very fair.
Like, he's fucking confused. Like, he jumps back, gets in his fighting stance and everything. Like, does a quick teleport. Like, you can't see me. He does his, like, Mortal Kombat idol pose. And he's just confused as to why no one else is freaking out right now.
I think Hogard has seen running water, right?
Okay. Sure.
So Hogarth's going to try and explain it to him. That it's not magical or, isn't anything to really be worried about.
So it's not going to attack him.
I don't know. Hopefully not.
I'm not fond of that answer.
Hey, Vanitas.
Yo.
I'm probably going to pick on you a lot for the, street smart stuff. If the goal here is to get out of this temple with as much wealth as possible, and, Harshnag has given you kind of free reign to loot, you remember from your time robbing houses that, paintings are, some of the highest, like, return to weight items that you can find. So if you were, like, robbing a house, stealing all the paintings is a good, quick way to get bank. You don't want to take the frames. You want to take the frames down, cut the painting out along the back to damage.
Are the frames high quality?
Not particularly.
Okay, so are these like? Is there clothing in these dressers?
Yes.
Okay, so
but not
I'm gonna
valuable. Harshnag is going to comment that is probably it would not be worth our time to carry.
Oh no, I'm gonna make like a fucking thief bindle.
Okay.
For Harshnag to hold on, like.
All right, it's like a big backpack, right?
Yeah.
Harshnag is gonna ask if he can take his platform off then.
You'll have to ask Hogard about that.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
All right.
Hogard would like to investigate the painting to see if he thinks they look legitimate, authentic, valuable, or if they're just
sure.
crude giant painting.
I guess make a history check, because that has kind of like sociology implications. What's that? 17? They seem relatively valuable. They're not knockoffs. You don't know the artist, and Harshnag doesn't know the artist. But they're high quality.
Well, Hogard's going to start cutting them away from their frame to roll them up because they are light and.
All right, so then it looks like we're just going on a fucking looting spree. Then we're gonna leave this place with a lot to sell.
And on the way, find the rune.
Yes.
And the axe.
And is there anything under the mattress?
No, there's nothing under this mattress.
Gimbal wants to investigate this because he failed miserably.
Yeah, you can roll investigate again.
Yay!
Nice investigation.
You investigated real good, but you didn't find any hidden doors or anything of particular value. I'm sorry.
Oh well.
There's like a billion other rooms in this temple. Okay.
Yeah, Gimbal wants.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start checking out this next room over here, and I'm also gonna take this next painting and check to see if the same compartment's in that container.
Okay. All right. Let me go ahead and just reveal the next few rooms. Reveal area.
There's a cat trying.
Reveal area. And okay. There's something going on further down the hall
but all I'm going to say for now is that as you look further down the hall, you see a kind of like fog rolling against the ground, and you guys will like come back to look at that later, I think.
Okay. So I guess this room next.
Roll investigation.
All of us or anyone?
Anybody who wants to search.
Dang.
Yeah, that's 4.
All right, so
Oh, you're just doing this as like our loot pile over here?
yeah. So you guys don't find anything of particular value in this room. It looks like some like the people who were living here like moved out, and the only stuff that's been left behind is like stuff that people legitimately like forgot.
Gimbal had a 15 over here.
Oh, you had a 15. Okay. So you search and you find the painting, and God, poor Vanitas is going to be so heartbroken. Under the bed, you don't find any treasure. Instead, you peek under the bed, and you see 3 of those dire rats that you saw a second ago run into this room, and they look back at you, and then they charge and start biting.
Ah!
Was that a scream? Hogard hears the scream and goes running.
Giant rats!
So giant rats. I'm a giant bird. I'm like their natural predator.
Sure.
I'm gonna come investigate this body.
Son of a bitch.
You'll
Gimbal's
be
gonna
okay.
go into rage.
Give me 1 second. Ooh, look at that. That's not what I wanted, but I'm happy. Keep in mind, you can only rage, I think, twice a day, and I think you've already done your second rage.
Yeah, no, I'm not. Well, I only did 1 rage, but I'm not gonna go to rage.
Didn't you do a rage when you fought earlier?
Mm-mm.
When you were fighting the dudes?
Nope.
You didn't. Okay, good.
I did not.
All right.
I did not.
How many times a day can you rage?
Twice.
All right. First one hits. Second 2 miss. You take 4 points of damage.
Okay.
Did I find anything on this body? Because after I finish looting the body, I'm gonna go help him out.
I'm gonna
nothing on the body.
I'm gonna try
Okay,
to hit
so
some explosive arrows and back up.
Oh Jesus.
So I'm gonna
Okay.
back up to here, or maybe
Okay.
to. You said they're like 15 feet, and then do an explosive arrow into this
Okay.
gang.
You pull out your basically like revolvers, and you load an explosive arrow down through the front. You point and you pull the trigger, and they shoot this explosive arrow, and it bangs. And
We'll ask her that tomorrow.
I tried to, but she's saying that
Ask her.
she said kids with phones sleep much better without their phones.
Yeah, I think she's right. So make sure Sadie goes outside and goes to the bathroom.
all 3 of the rats just go flying and are splattered against the wall and are dead.
see, Gimbal, you got that. You didn't need my help.
Gimbal puts it like the crossbow near his mouth and just blows.
It's very good.
I thought you meant like Gimbal was.
No. It blows his own head off.
All right.
His baby face.
Want to investigate?
Yeah.
Well, I will check out this other room then and grab this next painting.
Okay. Gimbal doesn't find anything.
I will roll another.
Guys, I'm going to call it a night. I have an early morning.
Okay. Then we will just finish this section of hall, and that will be it for the night.
Cool, man.
All right.
Okay.
Fine by me.
See ya.
All right.
Or Hashnag could just put me in his pocket and I'll take a nap.
Fuck yes, I love it.
Boring.
Okay. Vanitas, you investigate. The only thing of note that you find in this room is that this bathtub was left full when they left, and has turned into just one giant block of ice. But that's all that you find. So, alright. Let's assume that you guys, regroup. Before you go through the last section, out to, about here, from this, pile of rubble here, is this, faintly lavender-colored fog. Do you guys want to just, go on ahead?
I mean, we can check out these side rooms.
You would have to walk through the fog to get to them. Vanitas could probably fly over it.
Can we investigate the fog?
Can I
climb the walls?
Can I slap the fog away?
Huh. The only problem with that is you wouldn't be pushing it back. You would just be kind of knocking it up into the air, which would just make it more likely that it gets you. But you can fly over it, and Gimbal can walk across the walls over it. So you guys don't want to touch it?
Yeah, what would the fog do?
I don't know. You want to stick your face in it?
Investigate it? I would like to investigate it.
Wait. I'm gonna take this bone from a giant and throw it into the fog.
That's a great idea.
The fog, nothing happens.
Alright, I'm gonna...
Vanitas, breathe it.
That's a terrible idea.
Alright, Gimbal sticks his face in it and breathes it, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, Gimbal sticks his face in it and breathes it, and, Gimbal, I'm gonna need a constitution save from you.
Ha!
Oh, Jesus.
Don't know what you thought was gonna happen. Alright, 17.
High.
So, Gimbal, what you know is you breathe this fog in, and it smells amazing. It smells of heady flowers, and you feel kind of lighter when you're sniffing it, and you feel good, man. You feel really good and happy.
Vanitas, this fog is great.
You've been this happy.
This fog is amazing.
Now, I will say that as you are moving, the things are kind of starting to wobble around you, and they start to seem to almost, they're not quite coming to life, but they've got a good energy to them. But because you succeeded your Constitution save, you're in it. You know that this is not normal, but you are still experiencing it.
Oh god, did that lamp just talk?
So...
Shut up, lamp.
We learned, Gimbal.
Breathe the fog. That's what we learned. It feels amazing. Why aren't you breathing the fog?
Vanitas and Gimbal exploring on their own is like letting your kids loose in Walmart's toy section.
Fantastic, yes. If you mean, yes, you should always do it forever.
Come on, Vanitas, YOLO, just breathe the fog.
My monk's training has taught me I can handle this, and I'm just gonna fucking dive into the fog.
Vanitas, you dive into the fog, and it's just really good, man. It's
should I roll Constitution as well?
Yeah, you should. This happens either way. It's oh, okay. So actually, you are not able to break out of the hallucinogenic effects of it. So you feel fucking great, and also as you're walking around, you see like little things out of the corner of your eye, like the tile, like the pattern of the tiles as you're walking past them start kind of like wobbling, and you start seeing shapes in them. And then there's little like cartoon rabbits and stuff walking beside you. It's just like fantastic. It's so good.
Stop shape shifting. You silly.
And amidst that feeling, you do walk into a room full of dire bears.
Oh no.
What?
Do I sober up immediately?
Are they hallucinations?
You don't know.
Oh.
There's one real big dire bear and 3 baby dire bears, and they're all eating the corpse of a deer.
What was the bear druid or the werebear?
I mean, I remember him.
Bearman Pig?
Zebediah or something like that.
Zebediah. Venice is gonna walk. What's up, Zebediah? I thought your family died.
Gimble's gonna run into the room and be like, Zebediah.
The big mother bear stands up and is going to walk towards you and kind of like push her cubs behind her, and she's going to roar menacingly.
Whew. Your breath is kicking, man. How you been, buddy?
What do you do? Are you just standing in the doorway?
I'm just like waving, like I'll walk towards and be like, high five, bro.
Okay,
you should have this fog. It's great.
Yeah, as you approach, the mama bear is going to get even closer and is going to roar in your face.
Are you not Zebediah?
Can you make a persuasion roll with advantage? Fuck. God damn it, Cody.
Can I aid in this persuasion roll?
Yeah.
Oh yeah!
Okay.
Please, I totally think that's Zebediah.
So, this is not at all how actual animals work, but, you know what? It's because Gimbal, like, has lived among animals, and I think that even though he can't technically, like, speak animal, he can kind of, like, he can grok those vibes with animals.
Yeah.
And
he's just one of the animal people.
And so he walks over and he's just like grooving with this bear, and the bear is kind of like, well, all right, guess. And then she's gonna step back and she's going to pull off a leg from this deer, and she's going to kind of like push it towards the two of you. What do you do?
Gimble's gonna try to
just
eat
gonna
it.
take a chomp out
Obviously,
of it.
Gimble's going to oblige.
Oh my god, y'all are gonna be so sick.
Oblige the bear.
Can
don't
guys
turn
both
out.
make another Constitution roll for me.
You don't turn out the bears. Oh god.
Okay, and to your surprise, it's actually very fresh and very good. And again, Gimbal, you're like, this is fucking weird. Deer are like, alright, so in an environment when there's very little food, you get like rodents first. Rodents do good in those environments because they can like move around. They don't need much to survive. You need a lot of food in a space before you start getting like deer. And predators, especially apex predators like a dire bear, they exist when there are like thousands of herbivores within like, you know, a few square mile area. You don't have like carnivores like this in a temple. That's crazy. And all of this it just goes totally over your head, as I think you two are now just totally chilling with these bears.
Oh, we're fogged.
We are.
Harshnag is in the other room, just like checking out this. I think he found a book in there, and he's kind of like flipping through it and kind of like mouthing along.
I'm gonna offer the bear some of the beer I saved in my canister in my can.
Fantastic.
Here you go, man.
Are you getting the bears drunk?
Yes.
Okay. Between you getting the bears drunk and the Gimbal being just utterly charming, the bears are like really loving this, and the mama bear is going to show you her prized possession.
Ooh.
This is all because you rolled that 21 persuasion. Or whatever it was.
I'm a natural socializer with bears.
Right, click. Group. Token. She pulls out from under the bed. She has to
I was under the bed!
Animal carcasses that she was hiding. She pulls out this box that was a like a giant's jewelry box full of cosmetic items. And sleeping inside of this cushioned box is a tiny little baby bear cub. And that is what she is showing you. But also in the back of your mind, Vanitas, some part of you goes, I bet that shit's expensive.
I'm like, yo.
The bear?
The
cosmetics.
The cosmetics.
I'm gonna talk to the bear, be like, hey, you just want the baby bear, right? Can I have this stuff?
I think she's all right with this. I think you kind of like, between you and Gimbal and just the great vibes going on, you guys kind of like just like snuggle up and love this bear and love this bear family, and eat a little more deer. And eventually she lets you just like be on your way, and you walk away with this box of cosmetics. Hogard will be able to investigate this later, and it's special cosmetics.
Okay. So before we leave that room, can I like squeeze by the bear and take that painting?
Oh, yeah.
There's also something to the north.
Oh, it's just another bathroom.
And
you guys investigate, but you don't find anything.
Oh, and before we leave this bear family, I'm gonna go and gather those rat remains and be like, here guys, I brought you more food.
Okay.
Yeah, I exploded some rats.
They love it. Okay, so I want to clarify a little more about this situation here. So the hallway has been like caved in, and you can't go any further. But it's been caved in because the roof has fallen in, and you can actually see up through the roof into the floor above. So you can get up to the second floor by walking through the hallucinogenic smoke-filled rubble.
Or by climbing the wall. Or by flying.
Yes, or doing any of those things. The important thing is there is a hole in the floor. This slashed out line indicates the hole in the ceiling, the outline of the hole in the ceiling. So that's the area that you could enter through to get to the floor above. And want to roll an investigation to check out this room?
Vanitas, you want another hit of fog?
Yeah, just pop my head. Ooh.
It is. You know what? You have disadvantage on this roll because you're stoned and your perception is not very reliable. But you do great anyway. What you find is you find that there is I didn't reveal quite enough for you to see that. You find that there is a nook in the wall that's like a ventilation shaft letting out into this room
that is, it's got a grate on it, but if you pull aside the grate, it's like, maybe like 3 feet wide by 3 feet wide, like more than enough for you to comfortably crawl inside. And as you recall, or maybe if you like stick your head in the other room, each of the bedrooms has had one of these ventilation shafts looking into it. So that is what you find from your investigation.
Okay. Is there anything in there hiding?
I mean,
like, were there stashes?
Not in the first 6 inches, but it's a tunnel that just like goes off into the darkness.
I'm totally crawling through that. I'm too high to care.
Okay, you start crawling through it, and you crawl through for like 5 minutes, and you don't get to the end of it, but it starts after 5 minutes. You get to an intersection where it branches off, and you can go to the right or left. How far do you want to get into this?
I'm kind of like, I feel like, how long does this fog last?
I'm gonna say it alleviates after like a couple minutes after you leave its presence.
So how far do you think I'll get before I like sober up?
You are sober at this point.
I'm sober? Like, I'm more confused as why I'm in a vent, if that's the case. Like, how the hell did I get here?
You don't know where you are or how you got there, which means you don't know how to get back.
I'm just gonna start yelling, Gimbal!
I'm gonna go up to the vent.
Are you gonna climb into the vent as well?
I'm going to, start crawling, because at this point I was in the fog the whole time.
Oh no.
So I'm still intoxicated. I'm like, who's there?
Alright, you're gonna have to stand on the bathtub to get tall enough and then stretch Armstrong your way up into the vent. But then you can go in after him. You find him. You also, by the time you get to him, are pretty much sober because of how, far in you are.
Yeah, but I remember how to get out.
Do you?
I can just back my way out. Just, go out the other way. Alright, Vanitas, we'll just, literally just back up.
Okay. You guys back scoot your way out of the vent, and what you have learned is that there is a series of ventilation shafts running throughout the temple. And with that, you guys have cleared out room T4, what I like to call first floor hallway, and bedrooms. And that is definitely where we're gonna call it for the night.
Okay.
All right.
So Gimbal and I made some bear friends.
Yeah.
We got a good haul.
A shit ton of treasure.
Good loot.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got intoxicated twice.
Question.
Yeah.
Can I go scoop some of that good into my mug and close it?
I think you can.
Into your
okay,
mug?
Good. Because I'm totally gonna Sabek, do you want a drink?
Okay. So, the last thing I want to know before we call it for the night is you can't go any further in this hallway. You could climb up the ramp of rubble at the end of the hallway, or you could go up the stairs in the stairwell, or you could go down the stairs in the stairwell. Or you could explore the vents.
I kind of want to explore the vents.
Okay. Then we will start next game with you guys exploring vents.
Okay.
Alright, I'm going to try to keep a track of all the things that you guys found by just making a pile of it in the foyer.
What you could do, can you add a new map and just label the map loot table? And just copy paste all the
I mean, I could just make a handout.
Oh, that works.
Give it to all players and name it Eye of the All-Father loot. My concern is that I'm gonna forget to update this, and then it's gonna be, like, basically worthless. But so far, you have 1 Jotun brooch. How many paintings?
5. Because there wasn't a painting in the rubble room.
Jotun. Yep.
And then I know I added something to my inventory. I think I got Jotun purse and Jotun jewelry. But
Yeah.
I think those were just things I found searching bodies, right?
Yeah, you got a pouch of Jotun coins.
Okay. And what was the Jotun jewelry?
That is it's the brooch that I
Okay.
listed. It doesn't seem to be magical. All right. You guys did real good treasure hunt. And
That was a good haul.
Yes, it was a good haul.
Up. And then it tore us up.
Now we're going back.
All right,
Yeah.
and I will have these two hang out in that room to indicate that that's what's going on. All right. Feeling good about this game?
Yes.
Yeah, this was great.
Very. That was awesome.
I'm very happy with, even though it wasn't very dangerous, I kind of wish that the giants had gotten more hits off. I probably just should have had them attack as soon as they spawned. I'm happy with that combat. Felt good. All right. Everyone good?
Yeah.
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 I'll see you guys next week. Hopefully.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Have a good one.
Have a good
See you
weekend.
guys.
Bye, everyone.
See ya.
Bye.